Simon Shee, he was the first one out of the water this morning. Simon, you are an Ironman.
Hey guys, I just finished my first Ironman triathlon. 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and 26.2 miles run. This is the day after the Ironman. I didn't want to do all the videoing because I was focused on my race. But in the future, I may hire a videographer, just follow me along, document the journey. But I'll give you guys a little recap and some really important lessons that I learned that I could have done better. And I ended up finishing with a time of 9 hours 23 minutes. I was second for the swim, but I got out first out of the water with a 49 minute. My bike was a 4 hour 55 minute. Run was 3 hours 30 for a marathon. So I'm gonna give a little recap on the day. I have some videos that friends took, so thank you so much for all the support, sharing. The atmosphere was phenomenal in Tempe. Truly a good experience, and I'll do a little walkthrough, get some videos, overlays as I go through some of the key highlights of my day. First off, I woke up around 4:20 a.m. So not extremely early. I'm used to getting up, 4:30. Then I went to my bike. I pumped my tires, put my water bottles on my bike, put the gels in the bento box, put the salt tab in the bento box, and then my bike was all set up. I head to the swim start, which was about 0.4 of a mile from the transition one. Did some stretching, and then my coach Natasha came there at 6:20 a.m. Natasha came, we waited, and then I started putting my wetsuit on and took in my last nutrition. I had a Martin gel, 100 milligrams of caffeine, the white one, and my electrolyte heavy drink. So chugged that. 6:45, got in the water. Stroke felt amazing. Wetsuit was in perfect shape. I got to the first red buoy and then turned. Thanks to Kevin for getting that video in the swim exit, which you will see. And then the second turn buoy, I turned again. No one was ever in front of me after that. After the first 100 meters, I was in the lead the rest of the way. And then once I turned right after buoy number 2, then things kind of got really dark. I had mirrored goggles, but it was still pretty dark. The sun wasn't coming up. I should have used non-mirrored because the sun didn't really come up and there was a lot of clouds, but I couldn't really change the outcome there. But I used my mirrored silver Magic 5 goggles just in case. And I used the DeBoer Fjord 1.0 wetsuit. Very buoyant, very thick on the body, and very thin on the arms. So I think I was around 20 meters out from the buoy, so there was one person behind me, so I had to, of course, guide him back to a straight line. After turn buoy number 2, I was pretty much, just right on each buoy. Good. Around halfway, I saw a third swimmer come up into our group. So we were alone, a group of 3, including me. I was like, oh, there's one more swimmer that's up. The rest of the swimmer, I couldn't really see them. They were really far back. So I kept leading. It was very effortless. I did all the right turning. And then the last 2 turns, that's when I looked back and I was like, okay, I have a lot of energy. Let me accelerate. Let me just get in front, be the first one out of the water. So I accelerated. First out of the water, it was hype. I had so much adrenaline and excitement around me. People in the crowds were clapping. I was just so stoked that I was first, but I was actually second because the third guy that caught up halfway of the swim.
Go Simon!
He was 20 seconds back from when I started. Transition 1, it took around 5 minutes. I took my time, got my wetsuit off, got on the bike, and then I actually got out of transition 1 in 3rd place because, it's an Ironman, no need to rush. I wasn't really far behind. I think I was 20-30 seconds. Then the bike, 3 loops. First loop, I finished in 1 hour, 30 minutes. I was like, perfect. If I do 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, so that's 3 times, that puts me at 4 hours 30. My goal was 4 hours 40 minutes to be under 9 hours for this Ironman race. Out of 50-minute swim, 49 minutes, but I calculated it as 50 minutes and then 10 minutes of transition time, so that's an hour. A 440 bike, 440 plus an hour, that's 540, and a 3 hour 20 marathon run, that puts me at 9 hours for the Ironman. That was my target, my goal. First lap, smooth. Second lap, third lap, I think I was 1 hour 40 or something. But it was extremely windy. There was a video clip of me about to dismount. There was wind, you can see the banner just flying out, and that's in the city of Tempe with the buildings trying to block the wind. When you go out to the highway, out in the open, it gets extremely windy, so that really messed up my rhythm, and I'm pretty light, so I can get blown off pretty easily by the wind. I peed on the bike 4 times, so I do really need to dial in on less liquid and more salt. So salt is the name of the game. What I learned, the most important takeaway of this race, and from my world champs and my previous races of my first triathlon season, take more salt, but don't take like 10,000 milligrams of sodium an hour. Next time, I'll aim around 2,000 milligrams of salt per hour, depending on the weather. The second and the third loop, I know the people behind me started catching up, started passing me. So the bike was decent, 4 hour 55 minutes. Transition 2 was good, nothing special there. I got my bag, headed to the change tent. Before mile 1, Natasha was riding her bike, my coach. So thankful that she was there with me for a lot of the time on the run. The run was 3 loops. Before mile 1, I started cramping up on my quads. I literally thought I was gonna walk, do like a really bad time. So I have a bag of salt in my back pocket of my tri kit, and I had 1,700 milligrams of salt, 17 tablets, 100 milligrams in each tab. And she said, take as many salt tabs as you can right now when you get to aid station number 1. 1,500 milligrams of salt tab at aid station number 1, and then 10-15 minutes later, the cramp was pretty much gone. So I was just, you know, going smooth, keeping it under control. Everything was looking good. Towards the end of lap 1, I passed the first place of my age group. I was so happy, so stoked that I passed him. So now I'm first in my age group. I'm gonna get this Kona spot. Just keep up the good pace. Don't fade. Focus. Patient. You'll get to the finish line. It's gonna be a long run ahead. I also had a 10-12 ounce bottle. It was really small, so I'm used to carrying this 22 ounce bottle when I run. 10-12 ounce bottle was really small. I just held it for all my run, and then if this was empty, then the next aid station uncap it, put some Gatorade in it, and then cap it again. I took Gatorade and water at the aid station and picked up the Martin 100 milligram caffeine white gel, 1 per loop of the run and 2 for the last loop. And also on the bike, I did 2 Martin gel per hour, and then just picked up Gatorade whenever. I didn't use my special needs bag. Lap 2, I started cramping up again, so I got my special needs bag for the run. I took in more salt, more. The salt really changed how my muscles reacted, and I didn't cramp up, so it was good. And then lap 3, the last 4 miles, I was like walking, running. It was probably the most painful. It wasn't cramping up. It was like, it's so hard to describe how you feel. Your bones are hurting, and there's nothing, literally nothing you can do about it. Your muscles are aching, everything's aching, and you just gotta get to the finish line. So my coach told me the last mile, like, you're 50 minutes ahead of your age group. And I was like, I'm gonna win my age group. I knew after lap 2 of my run, I wasn't gonna go sub 9. But that wasn't really my focus. It was staying consistent. I just had this sub 9 goal, so the weeks, the months of training, I could just have something to focus on instead of, hey, I'm gonna do Ironman Arizona and not have a goal. So I just wanted to set a goal. A good goal is something that you think, oh, this is so hard, I don't think I can do this. This is a goal I want, not a goal where, oh, I can reach my goal very easily. Let me just reach my goals. So this sub 9 hour was like, it's pretty hard. It is my first Ironman. I have never done one in my life. I've done a half Ironman, an Olympic, a sprint distance this year so far, but an Ironman, some people would be happy with under 10 hours. Like, I was extremely happy, but this goal was under 9 hours. It's gonna be tough. So then I finished, and boy, I was so glad. I'm done. This is Mike Riley, the announcer. 200s Ironman, Simon Shee, first Ironman. Simon, you are an Ironman. That was something special.
You did it, dude. I'm so proud of you. So good. You did it, dude. Proud of you.
So this was definitely an experience, and I would like to thank all my supporters, all my fans, everyone, friends, family that followed me. And it was truly something special. I will never forget this moment. But yeah, first Ironman. I am going to Kona. I did accept my slot for the 2022 Ironman World Championship, so I'm pretty excited to go there. That's the only race I have planned for the 2022. I'm going to sit down with my coach, talk about stuff, and, plan out the season. In the meantime, let me know any challenges you want me to do. I know I want to complete all the Zwift routes. To me, all these challenges that, if I want to do Everest, if I want to train like this, if I want to train like a professional. So all these challenge videos that makes me wonder, oh, this is like something hard. Am I able to do this? This is what I want to do. This is what I want to make a video about. So let me know. All these will definitely contribute to my athletic journey. And one more thing before I go. With the pro card, a 923, usually the top 8, top 10 to get that pro point system. I don't think I got this season, so that's why I selected my Kona slot. Got 17th overall. That might have been just outside of the pro point system because it's all relative. And the first place, Jan Sapinski, he got an 823, which is a full hour ahead. It'll have to wait a couple weeks, maybe like a month or two before the pro point system come out. I'll have to wait on that, but I doubt I got the pro point systems. I'll have next year to try, but I'm very happy to finish my first year of triathlon doing a sprint, an Olympic, 70.3, and a full Ironman. All 4 races are done. Very proud of my accomplishments so far. So the sprint, 58 minutes, Olympic 202, 70.3, 433, and then the Ironman 923. So all 4 races done. Thanks so much for following. And I'll see you guys in the next video.